Welcome to my channel, you guys. I am very excited for this video because I'm going to be switching things up a little bit. I've really been inspired by other artists that I follow. Harouche is amazing, Patrick Ta, Painted by Spencer, Hung Van Gogh. They're obviously brilliant in their expertise and amazing at what they do, and I've really been inspired by them and working on clients. So I'm gonna switch this routine up and do it on a client. Our first model that I'm going to be starting this series off with is the lovely Iris. You guys, she is not only a beautiful person on the outside, but she is a beautiful person on the inside. She is so confident and just really exudes that as a woman, that femininity and that strength that women have. And I'm so happy that she chose to be my first model. And sorry, Iris, I know this took a little while to get up. You guys, I'm working on my editing skills, so bear with me. But let's get to the video. To begin, I am going in with the Micellar Water from Tarte. This is a lovely and easy to travel with product that you can carry in your kit. It is gentle yet effective in really giving you a clean base to start with. It really helps to take off any excess dirt and oil and debris, therefore refreshing the skin. Oh, and what I like about it is also hydrating to the skin. So it's really going to be a nice skin prep to begin with. Now you can see here I'm going in with a synthetic brush and I'm using my cream from my brand Bella by Suzanne, and this is my Beauty Smoothie cream. It's a beautiful day cream, really lightweight yet moisturizing. Does have an SPF 12 in there, and it's just filled with a bunch of vitamins and nourishment to give a nice hydration to the skin. It's really good for any skin type, and this is my preference to use pretty much for all of my clients. Taking it and working it into the skin. I like to use my hands sometimes, and sometimes I like to use a brush. So this was just one of those days I like to use a brush. I will say, side note, if you are going to use a brush to apply moisturizer, use long strokes. Try not to dab onto the face because it can be a little bit irritating. Next, I'm going in with the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. This is in the color Golden Beige. And yes, it may look a little bit bright on her, but that is okay because one, she loves a bright under eye, so that's perfect. And also, it's really going to play nicely with her highlights when I blend it in with the foundation, as you will see later on in the video. This brush, I'm not sure which brush this is. I believe it is from a Morphe collab, or like a Morphe collection, but it is a concealer brush. I love little buffer brushes, and this is like a buffer concealer brush, and it really smooths and buffs the concealer under the eyes. I am more of a brush girl than a sponge girl. And I don't know, I've just always been that way. I'm really trying to keep my hand out of your guys' face, by the way, but this is my first video, so you're going to have to bear with me. And naturally, I'm going in all the places that you would normally highlight. As you see, my technique here is I like to bring it up under the mouth and connect it to the highlight that I brought down. I really like to create an upside down triangle, or a V shape. So now I'm going in with the foundation. This is a cream foundation from Cinema Secrets. It's their ultimate foundation. And you'll have to forgive me. I forgot which color I used for her. But, it's a great match. So I'm taking it and I'm placing it a little bit here and a little bit there, and then I'm going to start working it into the skin. And as you can see, I am pulling it through the highlight, and that's what's really going to blend these two together. And it's also going to help to tone down that highlight, but still allow that color to peek through, which, as you can see, like from her neck and collarbone area, it's the highlights of her skin. So it's really going to play and pair beautifully together. See, I love making my clients laugh. I just enjoy a good time with my clients. But just be gentle, kind of work everything in. And take your time with the foundation, because that's the one thing, you want everything to look good. Let's be real. Even eyeshadow, you want to take a moment to blend everything out. And it's okay if maybe you didn't get it blended right away. When you turn away and come back, it helps to refresh your eyes, and then you'll be able to hit the spots that you may have missed. And you know what? Sometimes you might miss a spot, and it's okay. You'll get better, you'll notice it, your eyes will become more keen to those situations. But it does happen to the best of us, and it's just makeup, so don't be nervous about it or freak out about it. And now I'm taking my Real Techniques contour brush. I love this brush for contouring, for cream contours. It really is beautiful. I've even used it for powders as well, but I prefer cream contours. I'm going in with the Cinema Secrets, just a shade or two darker. I'm not being too dramatic with the contour. I really want the highlight to do most of the speaking in this look. And when I go along the jawline, I do like to bring it down the neck and more along the hollow of the neck and kind of fade that in. I try not to go on the neck too much unless I really have to. And then, of course, you're just going to go around the face to give it that really sun-kissed look and pull everything together. Next, I'm taking this small synthetic brush. You guys, this is just some cheap brush I got somewhere from a collection, and sometimes you find a gem with these cheap collections that you find. I love this brush. It's perfect for nose detail. Going down the bridge of the nose, and then as you can see, I also faded it into her brow and into the arch of her eyes. And now I'm going back in with the concealer brush just to make sure there are no harsh lines, to give everything a really good blend. And this is one of my favorite powder brushes. This is from e.l.f. So we all know e.l.f. is super inexpensive. I love that. And it just picks up powder wonderfully, especially this powder that I'm using. So I am using the NYX HD powder, which is very similar to the Makeup Forever HD powder. But I will say, I feel like the NYX brand doesn't give as much of a flashback, like it blends more. But both of those they're very fine powders, so they will play you. Make sure you take a flash test either way. I am using a soap brow that I got from just from Amazon, just like a no-name soap brand from Amazon. It works pretty well, and I'm going to let that sit before I go in and deepen the eyebrows. So in the meantime, I'm going to prep her eyes using the Makeup by Mario Master Eye Prep and Set in Medium. I actually mixed the two colors together. Now the lovely Amrezy palette. Such a pretty palette, a bunch of beautiful shimmers, but we're only going to use technically 3 colors here. I'm going in now with New Yorker and OG. I usually like to mix those two together. And I'm going to start working this into the crease, get a really good base in the crease. And once I feel I have that, I start to fluff it out toward the brow to give it a really good gradient, bringing it all the way up and out. I've been into this cat eye effect. That's just my thing. That's like my style. When you ask my style, that's my style. So I'm going to swipe it up and out and elongate her eye into a cat eye shape. Next, you see here, I'm going in with the color Semza, and I really wanted to do a light wash of color with this because I was going to add a third color for the eyelid. But as I continued on, I moved to the next eye and it became a little bit patchy. So when you don't set your base properly, that can happen. As we all know, that can happen on the skin. When you're using bronzer, it'll skip. It does it on the eyes too. So I just added a little bit more of the Semza color to give it a really beautiful blur, and I actually really liked that. I liked the way that it was coming out. So no harm, no foul. And I'm really making sure that I'm blending it all together so it's seamless, and I want to work it into the crease so you have a beautiful, easy transition. I'm going back in with my Scott Barnes brush, and I didn't add any product just yet. I want to go in first and blend, and then if you need to, then go ahead and add the transition color that you originally used. I am taking the gel liner from ColourPop. This is actually quite a lovely liner. It's just the color black. Oh, I believe it's called Swerve actually, but it's a beautiful gel liner and it's really great to manipulate. So once you lay down, it's really nice to smoke out. This is really good for that technique if you want to do it. So if you are going to do a smoked liner look, don't worry about getting a perfect line because you're going to smoke it out anyway. Getting the base of it on and winging it out just a little bit. And then from there, I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush, her collab with Morphe. Honestly, you guys, if you're looking for a really good eye brush collection, her collection is really, really good. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye and just working it before I go in and smudge it out. Yes, girl, model moment. Because her eyes are so big and beautiful, I wanted to line the bottom. So I'm just taking this, I'm running it on the waterline and also wiggling it in between the lashes so that it slips down just below the waterline a little bit. And I'm going to take that same JH42 brush and continue to blend and blur that out. I did, just FYI, rub that brush off on a paper towel to get rid of any residue, because sometimes if you don't do that, you'll deposit more color and then one side will be darker than the other, so then you'll end up darkening the other side, and sometimes you don't want that to happen. So a paper towel is your friend. Make sure you always have one with you. Now I am going in with the JH40 brush. This is such a beautiful, perfect small little blender. I love this brush. And I dipped into Yugo, which is a really dark brown. And I just wanted to smoke it out a little bit more. I didn't want it too bright, but didn't want it too black. So I went in with Yugo because it is nice and dark and just gave it a little bit extra smoke, connecting that outer corner. Next, I am taking the JH39 brush and I'm dipping into the color Wasted from the Amrezy palette just to give her inner corner a highlight. And I really enjoy bringing the highlight up to the curvature of the inner eye. I feel like when that light hit, it really helps to open your eyes more. To give some life back to her face, I'm going in with this NARS Wanted 2 palette, and I'm actually mixing 4 colors together. So I'm dipping into Exposed, Penthouse, Ambition, and Teos. I do like to bring it up on the cheeks. I love to pull the face up and snatch honey. Also like to take it above the arch of the brow to kind of combine that color and give that kiss all over. It's really just gonna give the full effect to the face and help pull everything together. For highlight, I use the color PYT in that same palette. It's kind of a champagne-y shimmer. Now I'm going in with MAC Soft and Gentle because I don't know, that highlight, that champagne PYT color just wasn't doing it for me. And I know MAC Soft and Gentle is gonna give me a beautiful shimmer to the face that I want. So we're doing the Anastasia Chocolate Dip Brow, the Powder Duo. This is great for when your clients already have beautiful brows and you just want to fill them in a little bit. I love using a powder. I think it comes out really natural. So for someone like her who already has a great shape and already has a good amount of brow, I just want to fill it in a little bit. Now we have the KKW Beauty 90s Icon Lip Liner. You guys, I love her 90s series. If you're looking to mimic any type of 90s series, I mean, her lip liners, she hit the nail on the head with these colors. There's 3 different colors and I'm using 90s Iconic. So I'm taking this and I'm going to go around the rim first of her lips, and I am going to drag it in because I want that to really mesh with the next color that we are going to put on. And now taking the KKW Beauty Nude 2, which is like a nude pink. So once I initially place it, I just have her blot her lips together. In the meantime, I'm wiping off any residue on my brush because I like the color effect that this is going to give. So I'm going back and I am making sure to blend the lip liner with the lipstick. And next we are going in with the Fenty Gloss. This is in the color Cake Shake. Such a pretty golden color. So it's going to really play well with New Yorker and OG that I mixed together for her crease color. It's because of the gold and that brownish color. So it's really going to play well together. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Here is your final look. Thank you guys for watching. This was so fun and a series only to begin. So definitely stay tuned for more videos to come. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would much appreciate it. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know your favorite part on the video. Let me know what you'd like to see next. I would definitely love your guys' feedback. Check out my website too when you guys get a chance, bellabysuzanne.com. I do have my products listed on there. I have a couple of day creams, a couple of night creams, and they're really luxurious and beautiful, decently priced, but the quality that you get of these products, I love my products. I'm so excited about it, and I'm so excited to be launching, and I already have things in the works. It's gonna be a minute, but I already have things in the works coming beyond these products, so stay tuned, you guys. But I'll see you guys on the next one.